This was the most difficult haircut I've ever done in my life.
Y'all, I got an edge up. I ain't had no edge up across. Y'all see that? I got an edge up. It is haircutting day. It has been 6 months since getting my hair transplant done in Istanbul, Turkey. Let y'all check it out. Still got some lighter spots like here and right there. For the most part, everything is getting a little thicker. This right here, I didn't actually get this area done. Here forward is where I got the transplant. I'm gonna attempt to do something that I've never seen done. I'm gonna cut my hair from my own barber chair. I got an iPad, I got a monitor. I will be using 245 Fabulous collection. Oh yeah, this is, I can't even show y'all. Like, I'm trying to show y'all and move while looking down at my iPad, and it's backwards, y'all. Oh my goodness, this could be bad. This could turn out very bad, not having a mirror to actually do my hair. So yeah, y'all wish me luck. We're gonna try to do this thing from the barber chair. Once again, from the point of view as if I was cutting somebody else's hair, but it'll just be my hair. I don't know the exact length that I actually want to cut it down to. So as with any client, I'm gonna start off with the next strip. Boom, boom, cross it over, and then you're just gonna tuck it in. Our barber cake around, and take one side and hook it on there. Here you'll come, pick the other latch, hook it on here. We're just gonna knock down the sides, then we'll go knock down the top. I'll be starting with a 1.5, and we're just gonna take it against the grain. And basically what I'm gonna try to do is cut the hair down to where the top and the sides both blend in. The darker spots is what I'm kind of attacking, and I just want to take it down to where I could blend it in with everything else. So switch to the other side. So we'll stop there, get our brush, and brush it down, reassess. We got a little faux hawk thing. I look crazy. A little faux hawk thing going right now. Brush the hair down, get some of those loose hairs gone. And then once again, we'll go in and reassess the situation. Well, I got a pompadour. What I'm doing is just trying to follow my natural hair growth pattern while I'm brushing it. As you can see, my hair comes this way over here, the back. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna end up taking it down lower than this length, but it was a good starting point just to kind of see what we had going on up under here. It's honestly, it's not too far off from the top. Now I'm gonna cut it down with the grain with the same 1.5 foot. Let's see how much younger I looked already. Yeah, haircut will change your life, man. I want y'all to see, they put my edge up on backwards. So yeah, look how clean my edge up looks in the front if I hit it what would normally be against the grain for me. It's like they gave me a cowlick that I'd never had before. So like if I do that, you know what I'm saying? You can see an edge up, but if I brush it down, it's not gonna look as clean as it does. So you see all this hair is still long, so it's kind of hanging over the edge up. With that being a 1.5 close, I think what we're gonna do is actually take the number 1 guard, open it up, and we're gonna attack some of those dark spots. You're gonna see how I'm just taking away some of those dark areas. How much better that looks just by taking it down a little lower. And that's one thing that a lot of people don't understand, that when it comes to thinning hair and losing hair, automatically what we try to do is grow it out and cover it up, but that's always gonna make it stand out more. Really, when your hair is thinning, when you're losing hair, the lower you go, the less people can tell. And if you're wondering where they took the hair from, basically, when they did my transplant, it was like a curve like this, and they took from all over here, all the way around on both sides. So my growth pattern goes this way, so I'm going to cut against and go that way. Got these close. They're open all the way up. The chain go with the brand again. Give it the illusion that it's pretty close to being even. So it's a little thicker in here. Grows in a little thicker. I'm gonna lower it just a little bit. Close it up a little. Actually, what I'm gonna just open it up and go against the grain right in the front. I said against the grain, but I guess technically that would be wood since I put my edge up on backwards. I'll do that all of it. I'll do it. Just hitting at the front, just to kind of knock the overhang off. But we're just trying to make it look good. I'm not going for perfection. Remember, I didn't even have no edge up, so I'm just cutting it down to where the average person would see me and not be like, oh my goodness, what's going on with his hair? But instead, they're just like, okay, that guy just rocked a low haircut. So now we're just gonna throw a little taper on there. We'll see how this goes.
So now we're gonna set in our guideline, and then we'll open up our clippers and set in the next one following the exact same shape. So here's my clippers all the way open. And basically, as you can tell, I'm just using the corners to do most of this blending because I don't want to have to use too many guards. I'm going to be skipping the half guard. So I'll go from clippers open to the one guard closed. So really, I'm just detailing as I go, but I'm going to close my clippers up halfway, and then I'll close it up quarter of the way. And then the last line should pretty much be out of there. And if it's not, then I'll close it all the way and get that last little trimmer line out.
Hey, not bad. Put that back on just to hit this. We cut it down with it open, so I'm gonna close it about halfway. I'm not gonna use the trimmer to set in my ball line because I do get hair bumps. So you guys keep that in mind. You have clients that can bump up anybody with really curly hair. After getting a hair transplant, I got a lot of hair bump. Man, it was no fun. We're just gonna close these up, not 100% of the way. We're gonna open it just a little bit, just one click, boom, and that'll be as short as I go in the back.
Now I'm setting in my guideline with the clippers all the way closed, as I said, and then we'll just fade it out. We'll open it up, then we'll go halfway, then we'll go quarter. And since it's closed, putting it in, that line should be gone. Pretty simple, pretty simple. So now the clippers are all the way open. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I haven't had to fade my hair in the back in a long time. So as you can see, I'm holding the clippers on this left side completely wrong. All right, got my one guard closed. It was so much easier to do with my right hand. I've been doing this since I was like 15, but over the last couple years, I haven't had to really cut my hair like this. I've just been rocking it very, very low, all even, sometimes bald. So I got a little bit more comfortable with the left hand. Now I'm just using the corner of the blade to detail that line that was between the clipper open and the one guard closed. Now I'm holding it at the proper angle because my hair grows sideways on the left. So now we're just gonna do everything that we were doing before, detailing as we go. Once we're done with that, we're gonna be ready for the edge up, which is, yeah, y'all gonna see, it was kind of tough. A T45 trimmers. This part required so much focus. You can see in my eyes, man, I'm adjusting my seat. Just looking down at the iPad just made this so difficult. I'm changing my angles, man. I'm trying to see, but it's so hard to just see. And this is when it all goes bad. I should have stopped right here. Up until this point, everything was cool. But I don't know if you guys ever heard the term study long, study wrong. Man, I just kept looking at my edge up and I started seeing stuff that wasn't there. I was cool right there. Look at my face, man. I look so dumb. I should have just left it, and look what I did. I'm holding the trimmers at the wrong angle, and I just took a plug out of my edge up. My brand new $3,000 hairline got a hole in it. Now I'm over here trying to fix it. I should have just left it alone. That's what you call the red zone. I was at the red zone. Like, I've been just fine if I'd have stopped right then, but I went all the way in and messed it up. Barbers, please recognize when you're in the red zone. All right, guys, so here's a reminder what I looked like when I came into the shop. And here's the after. This is how you cut transplanted hair. This is how you cut thinning hair. And this is how you hook up your clients who ain't ready to let it go, because there's still hope on the other side. I'm proof of it. I'm excited to get home, let my family see it, because I've been walking around looking crazy, wearing hats everywhere. I know one thing, my wife gonna love this. I look like a young boy again. I've been going to a church for the last 5 months. I don't think they ever seen my head. I think it looks good. I am satisfied with the barber's results today. I hope y'all enjoyed this tutorial, honestly. I'm Christopher Manyweather. This is Deadstock Barbershop. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.